Alright, so here are all of the beauty products that I regret buying as of late. They're just things that did not work for me, and I would not recommend them to a friend. Shouldn't have believed the hype, and I just wish I had my money back for. So why not just return them and get a refund? Well, the answer to that is that I'm lazy and I lose receipts, and I just don't have that kind of time. So if you like these products, I'm not bashing them. That's great, but these are just things that hopefully I can give other people a heads up about why I didn't like them. And then they go into this bin where my dreams and paycheck go to die. So let's get started. Um, this is a Sephora blush. It's in Apricot Lumiere. I can't read like fancy words. I want to say it was maybe like $10. It was on sale. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I really, really liked it for contouring, but the problem is it was just really kind of oily and greasy, and I just felt like halfway through the day it would just be gone. Even if I set it with powder or a blush on top, no matter what I did, I just felt like this didn't really stay, and it's a kind of a shame because I really liked the color selection. I have another one somewhere, and the same thing I realized with that one. So definitely won't buy these anymore. But I think Sephora brand is really good as a whole. So I actually was kind of surprised because every other thing that I have at Sephora brand I love. So there's that. Um, okay, I know a lot of people like this one, so I'm really scared. But the hard candy bronzer in whoooole, I think there's like two. There's a darker one and a lighter one. I believe this is the darker one. It's just too shimmery for me, and I could not blend it very well. I just didn't really like it. I think it's a baked bronzer. Yes, it is. And it says it goes on silky smooth for a sun-kissed glow. I did not feel that way. But I know a lot of people like it, so maybe it's just me. It was just a very artificial looking bronze, and like I said, I like shimmery, but it was just too like glistening. I don't really know, but I did not like this, and I probably wouldn't rebuy it. It's drugstore. I think it's at Walmart, and I want to say it's maybe like $10, but I just wouldn't repurchase it. This one made me so mad. This one made me so mad. Okay, so this is the Too Faced Lash Injection Mascara. Okay, I love Too Faced. I think I have everything that's Too Faced. I love Too Faced so much, except for this mascara. Okay, so it's like $23. So I expect better from them. But what I didn't like about it was, first of all, it has a very adhesive smell, almost like super glue. So when I would get it up towards my eyes, it seriously burned my eyes, and I could just smell this like adhesive. Yeah, I did not like that. And I do have sensitive eyes, so maybe someone without sensitive eyes wouldn't have that problem. The brush is great. I do like the brush. I do like what it did, but the problem was, and this has happened to me about 4 or 5 times, so I find it hard to believe it would be just me. It like dries up. Like this, I bought this a month ago, and it's completely dried up. And like in the bottom, it's like dried eyelash glue, kind of. So yet it still has that smell. I'm really unhappy with that. That it dries up. I mean, I've had it happen 4 or 5 times now, and it just makes me sad because I like Too Faced, and I probably could have gotten over the burning sensation in my eyes, but it just dried up, and it's like latex. It's like dried latex in the bottom. I don't know. It made me really sad. Moving on. Okay, so this is a Smashbox Telephoto 3-in-1 face brush. Okay, so ow. Okay, so what appealed to me about this was that you click it to get different lengths. So this is the first length, and that is the full coverage brush. Then you do it again, and this is the medium coverage brush. And then this is the sheer cover brush. So obviously I was, enchanted with this. I don't know how much it was, but I think it was like $30. I know it was kind of expensive. That's why I was so sad. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't use it just because, I mean, any of these 3 tiers of it just aren't really that good. The bristles are kind of stiff and synthetic-y feeling. I like Smashbox a lot, so I was kind of a little bit let down. I would not buy this again. I think I just wanted it, to throw in my purse so I didn't have to carry so many different brushes around. Yeah, I was just very, I don't know. I like the idea of it. Maybe if they could work on, the bristles, and I don't know. I like the idea of it. I see where they were going with it, but it didn't really work out. Oh, here's another hard candy. Okay, so this is loose shimmer. I really wanted to like these. Like, this is like a brown color. What is this? This is in Trouble. Named after me, I see. Just kidding. And then there's like a roller ball that's like a loose. I it just doesn't last. It just doesn't stay. I put it on one day. It looked really nice. It blended together. It blended with my other eyeshadows and everything. But and I use a primer with it. Like 20 minutes later, it was like completely off my eyes, and it's made me sad, but yeah, I bought a couple of them actually. I think they're maybe like $5 or $6. So these little roller bally loose shimmer things did not work for me, and it made me sad. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this one because I feel like a lot of people, there's like a cult following after this. And let me just okay, I have two Kat Von D. I love Kat Von D. Like, I idolize Kat Von D. I want to be Kat Von D. I idolize her, and I buy a lot of her makeup, but these just did not work for me. So her lipsticks, okay, super super cute. This packaging is absolutely adorable. This little studded. I seriously probably bought like 10 of these. I don't know why I keep buying them. I'm crazy. I keep buying them even though I don't like them. Okay, so this is Noble, and the colors are so, so beautiful. But what happens with these is they're like chalky on your lips. I've tried primer with them. I've done everything. You just put it on your lips, and you can just see it just kind of sits on top of your lips. It's not. I don't know. Maybe it'd look better with like lip gloss over it or something. But every single one of these it happens with, it just looks chalky, and it makes me sad. But these are like $20 a piece, and like I said, I love Kat Von D, so I just expected better, I guess. But they none of them, and they just don't stay. I feel like maybe I get an hour out of them, and they dry my lips out. And I mean, that I get it, like, but like MAC dries my lips out, but it's amazing and it stays on, so I will deal with that. So I was just really let down by these, and I feel like a lot of people disagree, so I'm sorry, but they just no, 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 no. This is the Victoria's Secret airbrush. I'm trying to read backwards. Bronzing primer. This just broke me out really bad, so that might be, something personal. I do have sensitive skin, but I also feel like this is really, really orangey. I do consider myself kind of a tan person, and I just feel like it was really, really orangey, and I mean, it didn't matter because it's a primer. I mean, it goes underneath everything, but I don't know. I want to say it was probably 20 some dollars. It just broke me out really, really bad. I feel like it just clogged my pores, which I get it. It's a primer, but I don't have that problem with other primers. So yeah, that kind of just made me a little sad, but yeah. This is the Maybelline New York. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's just a gloss. Nothing to do with the color or anything like that. This was just really sticky, sat on top of my lips, and probably came off in about 5 minutes. So I really like Maybelline, but this just did not do it for me. What else do I have in here? This is my fault. This is a me thing. Okay, Wet and Wild Mega Last. They mean Mega Last. I like Wet and Wild. I like their lipsticks. They're like $2 or $3. I really do like Wet and Wild, and I realize it says Mega Last. That's what you want, but this would not come off of my lips. Like, I think I was gonna have a meltdown in the shower because it would not come off. So if that's what you want, then that's good. But I want Mega Last. But after 10 hours, I want it to come off. So, but again, it's like $2 or $3. I mean, I guess it's not a huge regret, but definitely, definitely thought I was gonna have like cherry red lips for the rest of my life. Again, I feel like this one is kind of controversial. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people don't. The Nudes by Maybelline New York. I didn't like it. I don't think that the pigment. Okay, my dentist would have just yelled at me. Okay, the pigment on it is not that great. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just feel like the pigment isn't that amazing. I realize this is maybe like $10. I realize it's a drugstore one, but I like Maybelline and I have other, Maybelline palettes or just single eyeshadows and they're really good. But this to me was just it didn't stay. I did my makeup with it one time and I was like, oh cool, these are actually really pretty. I think a lot of people just compare these to the Naked palettes, which the colors are very similar, yes. But I think I maybe lasted 45 minutes and I was like, oh, it's all gone. Okay, so definitely not worth it to me. I realize not everyone can just wants to get the Naked palettes because those are pretty expensive, but there are definitely other drugstore palettes that you can get. And to me, the best dupe for the Naked palettes, they're like the Physician Formula ones. Those are really really good, and I like those. Probably comparable to this price, still at a drugstore, but this just did not stay for me. And a couple of the colors are really chalky. See, it's weird. There's like there's like a couple satiny colors, and then there's some matte colors. The matte ones were really, really chalky to me, and I'm not a fan of that. I wanted to like this so much. See, Maybelline has really been letting me down. The Colossal Chaotic Lash. I just feel like this is very, the brush is really comparable to a lot of their other ones. This did not dry for me. It was really sticky, and it did a good job separating my lashes, but it kind of got really tacky, and I don't really like that. Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. Okay, so I draw my eyebrows in, obviously, and I want to feel like I can go through like a tsunami, and my eyebrows are still gonna be there. This is a good product for that. It is waterproof. It does what it says. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's like a gel and it made my eyebrows kind of shiny and really like it just kind of I can't describe it's literally like acrylic paint. Like it's like I took acrylic paint and I just don't like how it looked. But I mean, definitely my eyebrows were still there. Like I feel like I could have jumped through like a hurricane and they would have been on still. But I don't like how it made them shiny. And like I said, I feel like you could have literally just like peeled my eyebrow off in like one swoop. So that made me sad. But Clump Crusher by CoverGirl, I think. Yes. The brush has a lot of little tiny bristles. Definitely good for separating your lashes and everything. But again, it stayed tacky, and I just feel like it really lightly coated them. I don't feel like I could really get in there and really, really kind of build up on what I wanted. Scandal Eyes Show Off Mascara by Rimmel London. I like this brush. Hold on. I like this brush. I like the ones that have like the little kind of tiny ball on them because I feel like it's really easy to get into the corners and everything, and I like doing my bottom lashes with it. But again, I feel like this stayed tacky, and I feel like it was buildable, but then when it got buildable, it got really, really clumpy, and I don't know. The only reason I think I would maybe still use this is, like I said, the little ball on the endy. I feel like I'd still use it for my bottom eyelashes, but kind of made me sad. The Stila Set in Bronze Baked Powder Trio. I just didn't like this because it's I like how, it's one of those ones where you like shave off. Okay, and this just popped off. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm just gonna gently put this. I'm just gonna. Okay. This is just really, really orangey, and yeah, it made me look like an Oompa Loompa. So there's that, and now I think I broke it. Okay. The NYX Proof It Waterproof Mascara Top Coat. It's just literally like this tiny, tiny little brush. Is just impossible. Like you just can't. Nothing happens when you use it. I wanted it so I could, cry and my mascara would still be on, but it just doesn't work. There just needs to be a different blush. I mean a different brush or something. This Juice Beauty Refining Finishing Powder. This also broke me out. It did what it said. I feel like it really kept me from getting oily and everything, and all their products smell really, really good. I don't know if it's just because they really are organic or whatnot, but no, this broke me out and made my face itch. Like, I tried it a couple different times, and every time that it was on my face, like, my face was just so, so itchy, I couldn't deal with it. This is by Donggon Min. It's a brow. Okay, I still use it though, but I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't recommend it to a friend because, so it's kind of this little 2-in-1 where you use the end little spongy thing to draw your eyebrows in, and then you use this cute little brush to kind of set it and everything. Well, I like the setting brush, but what I don't like is, see, like, when I'm going in there and doing this, then I end up drawing all over myself with a little spongy tip, and then I look stupid, and then I have to go, I don't know. I guess I just wish maybe, I see why they did it. I see where they, like, were going with it. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1, but that just doesn't really work for me, just, I feel like it creates more work. But I still do use it because I like the separator one, whatever. Okay. This is a NYX blotting powder. Oh, it's broken now. I broke it. But, it was good for what it said. Now it's all over my floor. Oh my god. It was good for what it said, but I felt like it left kind of like a film on my face. So like when I would take a picture or when I'd be in certain lighting, I could kind of see this just like white cast all over my face. So I didn't really like that. But it did what it was supposed to. It did definitely keep me from getting shiny, but I didn't really like the fact that it made me look weird in pictures. This is the Real Colors Hydra Eyes Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. This is from Sally's, and I got it because it is a really good eyeliner. It was really comparable to like the Urban Decay one that I have, but it dries out so fast. Like, you can maybe have it for like 2 weeks, and even if you sharpen it and sharpen it and sharpen it, it just dries out, which makes me sad. So, I mean, if you need a last minute, like, I guess this is good. It was from Sally's, maybe for like $7 or $8, but it was really, really good. It stayed on all day. It glided on well, but it dried up, and then it was kind of useless. Okay, so this is last but not least, and again, I feel like no one's gonna agree with me, but oh, I love you, Kat Von D, girl. I'm sorry. Okay, so the Shade and Light palette, contour palette. Okay, so I just don't like it because I don't know. I feel like these colors are a little hard to work with. Like, I feel like this one is a little too dark. I feel like this one's kind of yellowy, orangey. I think it's just me. I'm sorry. But it's not exactly chalky, but these did not blend for me. They just didn't. No matter what I did, they just really didn't blend. And I know a lot of people love this. So I just feel like maybe for me, maybe a cream one would be better. And I feel like part of this could just be I use like really full coverage, so I feel like maybe this is better for someone that has like perfect skin that can kind of just foundation and powder and contour. It just wouldn't blend for me over my primer, concealer, foundation. So yeah, I'm really sorry, Kat Von D. I love you. I really do. But okay, so that wraps up my products I wish I did not buy. So hopefully, it's a little heads up so you guys don't make the same mistakes, and then you just got a bunch of stuff sitting around that you're never gonna use. But that's about it.